What's up, guys? We are live once again. Welcome back to Daniel's Sports Ledger, sports betting tips and picks for sports bettors. Um, should have JB the ticket on. Uh, we'll have uh Jared back on, maybe Kimball. Gonna send some messages here in a second, but um, JB and Jared already said they could probably come on, so that'll be awesome. And we're gonna get a live bet in. We're gonna win today. Already doing good today. I've got a 14 parlay going on. It looks like I've already hit the first two, so doing good there. And going on to the 1 o'clock games. Unfortunately, I was gonna come on at 10 a.m. like I normally do, but I have um I just left the job and I for another job, and then I got another offer from somewhere I used to work to come back to work for them. So um I am right in the middle of of a battle of who I might work for. So it's nice to be wanted. It's nice to be doing what I do. If you don't know, I'm restaurant manager. I run restaurants. Been restaurant general manager before. And right now that I have two places fighting over me as to both wanting me to be the general manager. So it's pretty cool. It's nice to be wanted. It's exciting. But I was dealing with that this morning, so that's why I'm on the later games today. So we will get into these later games. They're just barely starting, so it's gonna be a while. But like I said, I already hit got a four-teamer going on. I've already hit the first two. Um, and we are gonna do some live betting today. It's gonna be a great time. Go ahead and comment if you like, and we will get those guests on here shortly. So let me send them a message and let them know. Um, and then I will go ahead and cool. So yeah, so I sent my links out, let everybody know that we're going. So we're doing good so far right now. So let's get these games working for me. Um I have the games here. I'm just waiting for okay. Colts have started. We've got Colts, Giants, Broncos right now. So the Colts is one of I stayed away from my they're not part of my four team. I'll tell you what my four teamer is right now. Um So I had the Eagles -2 that just hit, and then I had the Bears -4.5 that hit pretty easily. Um, and then I have the Packers -7, and then I have the Seahawks -3 tonight. So that's my four teamer. I already hit the first two. Uh, right now, right now they're already offering me three times my money as a cash out. So that's pretty good. But So, we'll work on those. But one of the games I did was interested in taking was the Chargers. There's a belief that at some point the Colts are going to falter here and kind of show their true colors. And we haven't seen it yet, but Hold on, I might 1 second. Pardon me, I had to sneeze there. Oh, I think I hit the wrong mute button. I went to mute it, but yeah, so we're looking good. We're gonna get JB the ticket on here in a minute from Las Vegas radio host, and then we're gonna have Jared come on as well. We might get Kimball on, I don't know, but just starting these later games, and we will do a live bet like we do every week. We will give out a live bet, and doing pretty good right now on our live bets. We're definitely up money on the year on all of our live bets. So just trying to change one of these, get it some different games on here. So okay, start with that one, I guess, for now. So yeah, exciting. It's an exciting time right now. So far, we haven't gotten the spammers back yet. Been blocking them as they come, but I feel like that stadium that they built for the Chargers and the Rams, I feel like if you're up close to it, it's probably phenomenal and absolutely gorgeous, right? But when you see it at a distance, oh, Colts just scored a touchdown on them. When you see it at a distance, though, it looks kind of plain Jane. Am I the only one that thinks that? Oh, here they are. Here's this idiot back. All right, let's get rid of him. Ban user and delete their comments. Perfect. Um, so yeah, but I feel like from a distance, it's kind of plain like it just kind of swoops over and then it's kind of I don't know. There's nothing, there's nothing sexy to it. There's nothing oh, and they missed the extra point. But I I liked how they did it. Like they have the columns, like the Coliseum kind of columns there coming up to the stadium. So I bet you when you're up close to it, it's just a masterpiece. I'm guessing it's just absolutely phenomenal. But it's weird that they kind of designed the whole thing the way they designed it because, like I said, from far away, it looks kind of stupid. I feel like, um, so it's kind of like you would think they would have wanted both. You know what I mean? The aesthetic from far away and also the aesthetic up close, and it looks like they only got the up close aesthetic. Um, but yeah, we'll see. So let's see how the Colts do on this drive because they clearly had a paper thin defense on that first drive. I want to see how their offense operates. Um, to see if maybe we can get them at a good number and if they're down, we can bet them to come back and win the game, but and they are at home, so we'll see, um but yeah. So let's see what the Chargers can do here. These Giants guys playing hard so far and big drop by the Broncos. This is another one. Maybe the Giants get up a little bit and we might be able to take the Broncos, at a good number to come back and win the game. Get some plus money there. So we'll see what happens. How about James Franklin getting fired from Penn State? Phenomenal. Love it. I know everybody hates it, everybody in the nation, the shop, blah, blah, blah. I love it. I love it. I hate Penn State. Child molestation state. I hope they lose every game from now to the for infinity. No respect for that school. Hate everything about them. They lost a decent coach. Good. Let's get a horrible coach in there. You know what I mean? I just want nothing but bad for Penn State. Nothing but bad for them. I don't think they should be in sports at all after what they did. They haven't fired. They still have people there that were part of that scandal. They should have fired literally everyone that was part of that, including janitors, the CEO, the everybody. Everybody should have been fired. Um, and there's still people there that were part of that, and they were part of it. They know that it was going on. Um, that dude was a serial killer. That's what he was. He was a serial killer, except for the people were still alive. It's like you killed them, and now they still have to live their life. You know what I mean? It's absolutely disgusting and horrible what he did. And yeah, um, Penn State should have been banned from sports forever. They should just be a college. They shouldn't be allowed to have any sport ever again. That ever. So I want nothing but bad for Penn State. Don't want anything good for them ever. I hope the whole school rots in hell, and anyone that goes to school is culpable, in my opinion. If you knew that happened and went on, and then you still go to that school, you might as well been part of the molestation. You might as well been. I hate Penn State. So good, good. I'm glad they lost a good coach. I want nothing but bad for them. Um, yeah. So that's good. That's awesome. Um, the worse they do, the better. The happier I am. I don't think they should have anything to do with sports. They don't deserve it. They should just be a college. They can continue to be a college. I don't even think they should be a college, to be honest, but they definitely shouldn't have anything to do with sports. And it would have taught, imagine if they had done that, a lifetime ban from all sports. Imagine if they had done that. What message would that have sent to any other, not just college, but any other organization in the world? That if you don't take that kind of thing serious, your entire operation could be gone. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I mean, I that's what they should have done. All right, good pass and first down here. Chargers unis are a little different. They got all yellow today. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a different color yellow. I guess that's the yellow. I guess you didn't realize the yellow wasn't that bright until you wear it in a jersey instead of just the little lightning bolt. But interesting. I thought the yellow that they had in the lightning bolt was a little brighter than that, but I guess not. It's more like a mustard almost. But I dig them. I like them. I always like yellow. I think yellow's awesome. Yellow and blue, those are my favorite colors. Like Michigan yellow, Michigan blue. That right behind me, that's maize and blue. But yeah. Hmm. All right. All right, guys. We'll have JB the ticket on here soon, and Jared will be on soon. We're just watching these games, looking for a bet we can put in here. Looking for an in-play bet we can put in here. Once we get one, we'll post it. Is it not quite? But I want to see if I can get what's going on here. Why is it? There we go. Trying to see. Why is it doing it that way? No, let's see if I can get this going here. There we go. Perfect. Now we got all of the games on. That is one benefit to doing the later games. Um, is I can get all of the games at one time. Whereas I usually get all of them, but I usually have to maybe miss one game or something like that. But no, I usually can get 5 or 6 games going at a time. But yeah, well, we're gonna have that one on too. Okay, so change multi-view. That's the one I want. There we go. Perfect. Now we got all 5 games. Very nice. Yep, that was definitely a false start. The center slipped in. Oh, Redbird's here. Perfect. Jared's here.
Hey,
Um,
you got somebody else on the call?
Jared. I don't know if you're talking, but I can't hear you if you are.
Uh, you can't hear me?
Let me just make
Can you hear
sure.
me now? Hello?
Um, just make sure something here.
Can you hear me?
Here we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, I guess he left, but he'll be back. Here he comes. Alrighty, you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
You there, Redbird?
Can you hear me?
I heard you before, but I can't hear you now.
Let me see here.
Technical difficulties with Redbird at the moment. Jonathan Gannon. Big Red Air Raid Siren. Marcus Golden. All right. He'll be back, I think. So, yeah. All right. Well, we'll wait on Jared, a.k.a. Redbird, to come back. He should be back in a minute. Oh, hey, Nita Bear. Come here. Doggy's here. Okay, so yeah, I didn't realize I was still on mute. He Yeah, he said he might be in a bad area, so he's gonna try back in like 15 minutes. So we'll get Redbird back on just a minute here. Oh, yeah, she came and poked her head in, and then she ran off. She won't come back. Oh well. 31-0, Kansas City. I would not have expected that. I almost considered taking Vegas on the spread, but yeah. And Vegas usually play the Chiefs pretty well, but not today. I know a lot of people are high on the Chiefs right now, but I say we still should pump the brakes on them. Cardinals starting out good though. Driving down the field pretty good right now. It's been a long couple days for me. Sorry for yawning. There's no yawning on the podcast. I guess we can look at. I don't think there's been much movement yet, but we can see what the live odds are for some of these games right now. Okay, so Packers are down to 5.5, but minus 125. You still got to probably go back to 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 minus 110 for the Packers right now. So if you wanted the Packers and you wanted that hook, then good time to bet them. Uh, Colts up 3 with the ball, and they're still only plus 1.5 at minus 130. Now minus 2.5 at minus 110. So okay, it's just going all over the place. I don't know what they're doing. Uh, Giants are still plus 6.5. Cowboys up 7. They got a lucky pass interference. The minus 4.5 on the Commanders right now, which isn't bad. I mean, I kind of like the Cowboys in this game, so they're up 7, and you're only getting them at minus 4.5. That's a pretty good one to go with. The one thing I don't like about the late games is they definitely seem more not as I don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem like you get better games late very often. Maybe it's just because you only get so many great games and most of them play at the 10 o'clock slot. So it's just more often that you're going to get the good games in the morning. But I'm not saying these games aren't normally entertaining, but yeah, I mean, it just depends, I guess. It just seems, I don't know, something about playing late seems like the defenses play better. Beautiful block by the offensive line of the Colts. The guy was coming around to get Jones, and a lot of times that's when the offensive lineman they usually beat the offensive lineman and he sacks the quarterback, but he just kept pushing him back around and kept him away from the quarterback. Super, super good job by him. And the Giants are up 7-0 on the Broncos. So this is a chance if you guys want Broncos. Got a chance here to take them. It's always nice when the underdog goes up and then you can take the favorite to come back and win. Yeah. But you're not getting really any good odds still. It's still minus 2.5 for the Broncos at minus 118. All right, guys. Well, we'll get Redbird on. I think JB the ticket still is wanting to come on. Um, and then we'll probably make this a shorter podcast as soon as we get our guests in, and then we get our bet in. Then we can go from there. Then we'll probably end it after that. So. Cardinals up 3-0. This might be our only chance to take the Cardinals. I mean the Packers. See what the spread is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want any of these other teams, so I think this is what we're gonna do. Let me get this in. Let me bet it first, and then. Um, and then we can announce the bet here. So yeah, we're gonna do Green Bay minus 5.5 at minus 115. This is on BetMGM. And okay. Okay. So there we go. All right, so this is our bet here. Because I feel like this will be the only time we get a chance to do this. So there we go. That's our live bet. It's Packers minus 5.5 at minus 115. That's going to be our live bet right now. Hop in on that. I don't know if we'll get another chance to take the Packers um, at that. So yeah, we go. Oh, Redbird's back. He's not gonna like that.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you there? You there, Redbird?
Can you hear me? Hello?
I see you're trying to talk, but I'm not sure why you're not. I'm not
Hey,
able to hear you.
hello?
I don't know if you have like your phone on mute or. I need to get this one.
Hello?
All right, you there? I can see you,
Hello?
kind of. Yeah, you must. Maybe you're getting bad service. Jared's out in the boondocks of
Oh, you know
Indiana
what?
somewhere.
Let me, let me see something here.
Yeah, I see you're talking,
Settings.
but I can't hear you. I'm not sure if you have your thing on mute or something. Your microphone on mute, maybe.
Let me try this. Forget this. Okay. Can
Maybe
you
it's
hear me
me.
now?
Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
I don't think it's. Oh, now he left.
All right. Can you hear me now?
All right.
Can you
Oh,
hear
you
me?
know what? Hold on. Just keep talking.
Okay.
Maybe I have you on mute. Go ahead and keep talking. I might have you on mute.
Okay. Can you hear
No,
me?
I unmuted everything, so yeah, I
Huh.
don't see why that would matter. Um, yeah, I don't know if you have your microphone on mute somehow,
Yeah, I
but
don't.
yeah, I'm unable to hear you. I'm not sure why, because I can see your
Okay.
picture just fine. Unless I have this turned down too much, but I don't think so. Hmm. You know what? Maybe. Oh, here. Try again. Try to talk again. It might be me, actually. Hold on one second here.
He's looking sharp right now. 3 for 3, 16 yards.
Okay. Whoops. I'll text him. Oh, but I did hear him the first time, so that's what's weird. Hmm. Yeah, well, we'll see if he comes back here in a minute. Yeah, the only thing is, like I said, man. Oh, 1 second. I'm trying to fix this iPad thing here. There it goes. Commanders, guess they got a safety, so they're trying to go up here the touchdown, and they do. So the Commanders get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Hmm. Hmm. Well. Let's see if Jared can get back on. I'll take this off in the meantime. I don't need it. And these commercials go on forever, man. Oh, we got a big 3rd and 4 here for the Packers. Okay. Packers were like, you know what? It's 3rd and 4, but we want it to be 4th and 6. What could we call? And they called the perfect play to make it 4th and 6. Well done, Packers. Idiots. Oh, they're going for it. 4th and 5. I'm not sure why. I mean, you almost, I don't know. It's like he had a guy, but terrible throw. I don't know why you go for it on 4th and 5. It's not like it's early in the game, and why would you give a inferior team an opportunity at this point? Just punt them, put them in the 5-yard line, and then go back to work. I don't know. That's funny. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So they must have gone for 2 and didn't get it. So it's 8-7. The Commanders over the Cowboys. Hmm. How much do you get paid to do that spam, huh? $5 an hour? An idiot. And he's gone. That shit ain't flying on mine. You're gonna find out real quick that little spam shit. It's deleted and blocked. They gotta get what, $5 an hour for doing that? Come on, man. You can find a better job than that. $10-8 now, Dallas. Let's see if it I know that there's a way. Let's see. Okay, let's see if this works now. Let's call my brother here. Hey, Jared? You there? It's weird. Hold on. Just hold on a second. You there? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Alright, are you there now? Let me can you hear me or no? I mean, I'm trying to get this. I think I was trying to connect you through the Bluetooth on my Roadcaster thing here. It's not. I don't know if you can just keep talking. Maybe it's my volume or I'm trying to figure out what's happening here, why I can't hear you. I don't know if it's my thing that everything should be plugged in here. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. I heard you before, though. That's what's weird. Hold on. All right, talk now. Okay, no, I still don't hear nothing. because I'm not sure why. Okay. So audio. Okay, so that's working fine. Oh. Oh, now I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I fixed it.
Oh, gotcha.
Sweet. And you can hear me fine, right? So
Yeah.
I knew there was a way to do it where I could just call you too. Like you could have people call in and stuff. I mean, I have this Rodecaster Pro 2 soundboard thing, and it does amazing things, but I haven't used all the features, but this is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so but your Cardinals, they're I don't know. The Cardinals are constantly on commercial, so I can't even look at the score half the time. It's like every time
They were up 3. They got a
it's 3-0. And then the
they got a
Packers
stop on 4th.
The Packers, it was 3rd and 4, and they were like, what play could we call to make this 4th and 6? And they called the perfect play. And then they went for it on 4th and 6. And then the Cardinals stopped them.
Mm-hmm.
So last I saw, that was the last thing I noticed. I was been messing around with this thing, but I don't know what's happened since. But let me see if I can find the score here online. Because I don't know why, but your game is always on. Every time I watch the Cardinals, it's like half the game's on commercial. All the other games are playing. They're all playing. Everything's going along, and Cardinals are just constantly on commercial.
Well, they went to the second quarter, and then they just punted.
Okay, so the Packers have the ball, it looks like, yeah. So, okay. Okay, yeah.
Giants whooping up on the Broncos.
Showing back now. Yeah, I see that.
And the Colts are whooping up on the Chargers, too.
Yeah. That's why I didn't bet that game. I know a lot of people were like, this might be the game where the Colts finally show their true colors, and I was like, let me start watching the game. I don't want to bet that game. I just never know with the Chargers. You can never have confidence in the Chargers. You just got to see how they're playing that day first.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so you guys got Jacoby Brissett, which I have always liked him. He's like a maybe slightly better than Tyrod Taylor kind of guy.
Yeah, I'd say they're about the same. Yeah, I mean that's just kind of where they're at. Both career backups, both can do certain things, a little bit different skill set, but
yeah,
good players. I will say, I mean, there's not that play where where Kyle Murray might do something magic, but there's also not a lot of the disappointing plays. Just the routine things that a veteran quarterback should do. And Murray, I just still don't think the mental side of the game is his friend. I don't think he understands the game like he should. He's been in the league way too long to make a lot of the mistakes that he continues to make. And I think this is an eye awakener, I mean, I think I'm trying to think who was on the call there for the game. I can't remember if it was Sam Alcho or who it is that's one of the announcers, but he kind of talked about it too. And it's a team that has low in points and a lot of other things this year.
Yeah.
And he's got all the weapons. I mean, he should have chemistry. These players are all come back. He's got the same offense. So I know he's lost his running back, Connor, but Connor was there the first game and a half or whatever and ready to go.
Right.
And, that shouldn't be an issue. So I don't know. I've been sticking up for Kyler Murray for quite a long time. But I do think it's probably time I have to see the other side, and that's a tough thing
to do. Get off
the
bandwagon.
Yeah, it's a tough thing when you're a sports fan, and or you believe in somebody, especially with your own team.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's definitely harder when it's your own team. So,
but yeah, I think it's time to move on. And well, I don't know. I mean, maybe this could be like we talked about before. Maybe it's just a wake up call for him, and maybe he makes the changes he needs to when he realizes, hey, I'm about to lose out here. And so some people, but typically, I don't know about you, Daniel, but I think typically when this starts happening and this pressure gets on players, most players don't respond very well. Once it gets to this point, you hope it's a wake-up call, but hardly does it ever become a wake-up call. I think even like Eli Manning towards his career, I think the only exception is Kurt Warner. He's one of the few. Now, he did have to move over to Arizona, but remember, he went to New York, and he thought he could rejuvenize it. He couldn't do it. Eli Manning started, then he moved to Arizona, and then he took over for Matt Leinart, and it was Super Bowl. So it can happen, just not typical.
Yeah.
So I got this in here.
Yeah,
but
we'll see, I guess. But yeah, it's hard losing faith in your quarterback as a fan, but it happens. But I feel like the quarterback play in the NFL hasn't been very good this year. It hasn't been good from Josh Allen. It hasn't been good from Patrick Mahomes. It hasn't been good from really anybody. Like Jordan Love's
Well,
struggling this year. Like, I just feel like I don't, even, I mean, the only one that's been doing pretty good is the Lions quarterback. I mean, yeah, they're having their great games and stuff, but I just feel like overall, none of the quarterbacks have put together a good year right now.
Well, they haven't. But I will say, I think change is on the horizon. And the reason I say that is Matt Stafford had a heck of a game.
Yeah.
It's absolutely dominated today. And then I know it's against the Jags, but it's still an NFL team. And Patrick Mahomes didn't have a good 3 or 4 games there. But his last 2 games, including today, like he went out at the end of the third quarter. That's how dominant he was today. And then the other quarterback that finally had an amazing game was Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had absolutely – he crushed it. Those 3 quarterbacks crushed it today. And I don't know if you saw what Jalen Hurts did today, but
a little bit. He did okay.
Who's that fast receiver that's out of Alabama that went to the Eagles? I'm trying to think of his name, but he set his career record. He had a touchdown, 180 some yards. Brown had 2 touchdowns and like 100 and something yards.
Yeah.
I mean, they offensively, especially in the second half, they got after it. And I was impressed with what they did. So I think you're right. Nobody really had until really this week.
Well,
except for Jared Goff and then possibly
I mean,
Mahomes had a good one last
I mean,
week.
they've all had good ones, right? I mean, that first game with the Bills, I mean, Josh Allen had 250 yards in just the fourth quarter alone. I mean, they've all had good games this year, but I just saying, like, overall, like, nobody's pieced together a good overall year, I don't think.
No, that's what I'm with you there. I was just saying that
Yeah.
it looks like some of them are starting to turn it around.
Yeah.
And get into form.
So we'll see, but all right, so Packers tied it up at 3.
Okay. I am a little bit worried about the
back to commercial.
I'm still worried about the Eagles. I mean, yeah, this was a good one, but they still can't run the ball. And that's what, for whatever reason, they are just – maybe they lost a couple offensive linemen, but they can't do anything. Barkley doesn't look himself. Something's off. So I don't know what's going on over there. But they had an impressive win today. And you know what? I will say the Chiefs are looking like a Super Bowl contender again. I mean, they are looking – the last 2 games have just absolutely been suffocating offensively and defensively. So that's, Hunt went out with the injury. But and then Detroit, yeah, they're probably one of the better ones, but I can't always trust them. But what's got me for a loop this year, and you can comment on this more than I can, but the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens, neither of them are looking at like contenders right now. I mean, the Bills got the record to be a playoff team, but neither of them are playing like contenders, and they're giving up a ton of points. And I'm kind of wondering because the Ravens have just given up a ton of points this year. So were the Bills really that good that game with Josh Allen? Or is it kind of the Ravens too right now because of the points they're giving up?
I think the Bills were that good. It was the first. The Bills have lost a lot of players since that week defensively. And oh geez, completely took off Dak Prescott's helmet, but that's definitely a penalty. But
that game's got a lot of points right now.
But yeah, I mean, we're having a lot of defensive struggles. We're having we're just taping stuff together in the back, in the on the defensive side, and even the guys who are playing are hurt. You know what I mean? They're playing hurt. So yeah, I mean this bye week came at a good time, but at the same time, I don't know even with the bye week exactly who we're gonna have back and stuff like that. So and
Hmm.
offensively, Josh Allen hasn't been seeing the field as well the last few games. I'm not sure why. Maybe, but yeah, I don't know. They got to get it together, but they have a bye week to. We'll see what happens when they come out of this bye week, and after week 10, which 3 more weeks from now, we'll see um who we get back and who's healthy again, and see if we can go on another big run. But right now we're in that part of the year where most teams, not all of them, but most of them go through a 4 or 5 game stretch where you're just dealing with injuries and getting people back and having issues. And right now we're going through that. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens in a few weeks when, we can get some of these guys back and we can get our full squad back, and we'll see what happens. But right now,
Yeah.
yeah, we're just struggling with injuries and things like that right now.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. Normally when people say don't panic, I think that's usually a time to start panicking. Not to panic, but
Yeah.
to be making adjustments to get better. You got to find a way to stop what you're doing. You can't just go into it and say everything's going to be okay. And
Right.
I think some teams do that, but behind the scenes they're making those corrections, and other teams just don't seem to do that. And so I'm not really worried too much about the Bills as 3 or 4 games, another 3 or 4 games, I'll look at, and kind of see what I think. But right
Yeah.
now, I'm not because they have too good of a history of coming through.
Well, and we
And
saw the Chiefs at the beginning of the season, right? They weren't doing so well, and they just got Rice back from suspension and somebody else back from suspension, and they were having problems with guys on suspension or injuries at the beginning of the year too, and a lot of people
yeah,
were really down on them, and then now everybody's like, oh yeah, they're a Super Bowl team again. You know what I mean? So it's
well,
that
I
they kind of went through their lull, and right now the Bills are going through their lull, and once they get through it, people
mhm,
might be like, oh, okay, yeah, the Bills are a Super Bowl team again. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, but yeah,
well,
right now we're going through that problematic time in our
yeah.
season.
The big thing I have about the Bill, like with the Chiefs, like they've had slow starts like this, or even last year, even though they won all these close games, they shouldn't have won. Everybody knows they should have probably dropped 3 or 4 of those games last year, and they just kept winning, right?
Yeah.
And just had all these. Some people were saying because of the refs. Some of it was just bad calls by refs. Some of it was just luck. Some of it was the other team just buckling under pressure, no matter what. But it finally caught up to them in the playoffs, or I think the Super Bowl actually. But same thing. But it But the one thing about the Chiefs in the last 5 or 6 years, they're there. They're always there,
Yeah.
whether it's the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl. And it's typically all the way to the Super Bowl. And that's, so I'm going to give them a big pass. And especially since the fact that what I've seen, because I did watch this week and last week, um, they've turned the page. And I don't think just offensively, like defensively too.
Right.
They figured some things out, and they know how they want to scheme things right now. And it's, and Rice, yeah, he is a big part coming back. He had 2 touchdowns, if I remember right, today. I mean, it was really good game for him. But I'm waiting. I'm just waiting because you know, the Buffalo Bills. I want to see them win a title. Like I know it killed you. It was disappointing back with Kelly. I mean,
Yeah.
Thurman Thomas, all those guys to go to 4 and not win it. But now he's not really getting there. And I feel like if Josh Allen could have gotten to the Super Bowl since he's been playing, I think he would have won it.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a couple of years I think he really would have won it. He just couldn't overcome the Chiefs at the time. And but unfortunately this year, I don't really know if it's his year. And I hope things change. And I really hope that the Bills get a little bit aggressive in free agency to be able to fill up a couple holes. And hopefully they get some guys back injury-wise. But I think that's a team to watch. But I think that I don't know if you remember, but a couple years ago, or the year that the Rams won the Super Bowl, was that like 4 years ago? The best team in the division at that time was Arizona Cardinals. They were like 5-0 and they were rolling and everything. Well, the Rams decided that wasn't good enough, so they went and got is Ramsey or that cornerback
McBride,
and then they went and got
a touchdown.
Who did?
McBride.
McBride.
But yeah, go ahead.
At least.
Yeah, they went and got
And then-
Ramsey and
And Von Miller that year.
yeah.
And they went and got better, and then they became the best team in the division right then. And then they were able to finish up. I think the same thing with the Bills. The Bills might need to go make a splash.
Yeah.
It might cost them in a couple of years for doing that.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think I told you this. I'm not sure, but if I was the Bills GM right now, I would say, I'll give you 3 first-round picks. Give me Justin Jefferson. Okay, I'll give you 4 then. Okay, I'll give you up to 5 first-round picks for Justin Jefferson. They draft better in the later rounds, anyways. And you know, if we could get Justin Jefferson, a real receiver right there, that would open up that would make our offense. That would open it up for Shakir and Coleman and all these other guys, and we'd have the best receiver in the league. Honestly, I'd go up to 5 first-round picks for Justin Jefferson, and you know, our defense needs to get healthy again. But that I would do it. That would be the biggest trade in history. 5 first-round picks for a player. It's never been done before. I think 3 is the max I've ever seen. But I would start at 3 and negotiate up to 5 if I had to. And I'd be like, look, man, you know, your quarterback's not getting you to the Super Bowl anytime soon. You know, you could take these 5 draft picks and you could get another Justin Jefferson perhaps, or, you know, you can build this team up and, you know what I mean? I mean, the squad you have right now is not getting you there, you know, and you can make the biggest trade in history, and you give us Justin Jefferson and you let us go win a Super Bowl. And then maybe you win a Super Bowl in a few years with all these picks, you know, but yeah, I mean, that's what I would do.
well, he's definitely an elite receiver. If he's not the best, I don't know who he is right now.
He's
I mean,
the best.
There's a lot of good ones, but he's just
At this moment, he's the best, I believe.
at this moment. I agree. Watching him play, it's just he's almost open even when he's double covered.
Yeah.
You know who had a pretty good game today? Was your boy from Jacksonville? I know they only scored 7
Yeah, he
points.
finally got his first touchdown, Travis Hunter.
Yeah. It was a heck of a touchdown. It was like, I remember it was like in double coverage. He looked good. Jaguars have a lot of issues right now.
Yeah.
That aren't him. So he did a pretty good job. I was impressed with what I saw. I think he had 100 yards.
Yeah, he's getting better and better
Mm-hmm.
on offense. I feel like his real
that team-
skill set was on defense. But But man, yeah, I saw him. He had a fantastic catch last week, and then he's just, oh man, McBride that wasn't really McBride's fault, but he did have another drop. But he's kicking himself right now on the sideline, but that wasn't really his fault. So it's 6-3 right now, Cardinals. Just got done with another set of commercials.
Oh, that's probably a rerun of what you saw before. I think, one thing is, I think, no, never mind. What I was going to go over. Which player were you talking about before you mentioned McBride? Oh yeah, we were talking about that rookie. One thing that I think, I've been kind of thinking about this because it's kind of hard. It's always been difficult to have a two-way player, especially in the NFL. And so, sometimes you'll have a guy that comes in and plays a player or whatever, but he is talented. Like athletically, he just gets it and understands the game. So this is the thing is you can have game plans where he's like, let's say offensively, you feel you need more points to win the game, and that could be the game plan for the week. And you could limit his snaps on defense. But if you get into a point where somebody's getting beat like a drum, or somebody gets hurt, or you have to have that lockdown defensive stop, he can switch to the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
And he can give you that. Like he's just that like +1. It's like having a 54-man roster. He's that extra guy.
Yeah.
Whether it's on offense or defense.
55.
You what?
Oh, I was just saying.
It's a 53-man roster. So it's like having an extra guy.
No, you're right. Yeah.
So on there that can do that, and if you need him, he's gonna go defensively or offensively or whatever you need. So I think that is an advantage, and I'll be curious to see how he does throughout the season and throughout his career. But I think you're right. He might be one of those special ones. To keep going.
Yeah.
But I got to make a little bit of noise. So,
yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna wrap this thing up. So
okay.
But thanks for coming on, and go Redbirds.
Go Redbirds. Let's go.
All right, you have a great night. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, you too.
All right, bye. All right, guys, that was Redbird. No, that was my brother Jared. It's great to have him on. I think we have our pick in the live bet, Packers -5.5, -115. I still think that's gonna hit. So let's go ahead and get those picks in if you haven't yet. And I think we're gonna end the podcast here today. And we're going to make next week an even better podcast for sure. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. And as always, let's make some money. Let's have some fun doing it.